Welcome everybody to the Sports Lounge. Hey, we want to appreciate everyone following us here tonight. Here on this, what is today? I don't know, Tuesday night. I don't know. As an adult, you kind of learn. Yeah, every day runs together. But we got a special show on tonight. But first off, we want to start off by giving recognition to our sponsors. We have Number One Sports Fan, located in Tulare, Visalia, and Hanford. You need any of your sports memorabilia, sports merchandise? Hey, hit up those guys. They'll take care of you. Secondly, we got Cali Built Graphics. They take care of all your decal. Honestly, pretty much anything you need made, they can take care of it. Hats, shirts, you name it, they got it. And last but not least, we have our Black MP Living Water. So we want to make sure that you guys hop onto blackmp.com. We have two promo codes, but I'm going to give, obviously ours is going to be, you enter the Sports Lounge, you get 35% off your order. And the second one, we have, what is our other one for our guest tonight, Mikey?
Shug, let's go. SUGG with 35% off. Go to www.blackmp.com, get that 35% off, and help sponsor our student athlete.
All right, so tonight's show is a special one for us. It is actually the beginning of a new series that we're going to start doing together on a monthly basis, and it is the kickoff of our Sports Lounge Student Spotlight. Tonight we have our first guest is San Joaquin Memorial senior point guard and newly sponsored by Black MP Living Water.
Come on.
Senior captain, yes, Alexa Perryman.
There we go.
Alexa, welcome to tonight's show.
Hi, I'm Alexa. I'm from Visalia, California, but I go to school in Fresno. I was born in New Jersey, but moved here when I was younger, and I've been playing basketball for since I was around 6, I would say. So I've been playing for a pretty long time, and I'm a multi-sport athlete as well. But school always comes first. So.
All right.
What else do you do? What
other sport?
I run track. I played volleyball before I stopped playing volleyball, and I'll most likely be getting into another sport this next fall season. Not sure yet, but I'm gonna try something new.
What's that?
It's either gonna be between tennis or volleyball.
Oh, okay, cool.
Interesting. So I actually, being a, I don't know, I grew up, we always played one sport, that was it. I know it's different. They say everyone needs to play multiple sports now. I could actually see something more along the lines, protect your ankles, protect your knees, things like that. I figured tennis, compared to volleyball, because obviously all the jumping with volleyball. That's just always my percent. I always try to protect it.
Vertical leap, baby. What are you talking about?
Bro, hey, I don't jump. I do not jump.
I can tell because you went straight to tennis.
Exactly. When you play, I played baseball and football. We didn't have to worry about jumping. All we had to hit a ball or hit a person, one or the other. That's all we had to worry about. But no, thank you for being on tonight's show, Alexa. We appreciate it. And honestly, it's going to be interesting to know a little about you, not just from what we see like on Max Preps and Huddle and everything like that. This is going to be a little bit about your personal self dealing with your sport. So, Mikey, let's hop right into it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So what we're going to start with is question 1 for you. What got you into basketball? Like, who was your biggest influence? Like, what really drove you into that? Was it something that was just like you were pushed into and then you fell in love with it, or was there like a passion behind it? What got you? What got you into basketball?
It was more into like a push to force into playing. I was super girly when I was younger. Like I liked playing with dolls. I liked doing dance. Like that was my thing. But then my stepdad, he introduced me to basketball, and he kind of made me play because he played basketball. But so he made me play when I was around 5, but then when I was near 6 and 7, started getting pretty serious. And over time, I've just grew to love it, and it's just like my favorite thing to do. And basketball is life, basically.
Yeah, shout out to Step Pops for getting you plugged in. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. During
Go ahead.
During when I was younger, when he would kind of forced me into it, we would go to the park almost every single day during the summer for like 2 hours and
Yeah.
work out, and I would dread it. But then like I started asking like, okay, let's go, or like he would start saying, and I would just be like, okay, like I just didn't mind it anymore and start going on
Yeah.
my own now that I'm older. But yeah, basically.
You still going out there for 2 hours every day?
Not to that park, but I'll go work out on my own.
Oh, for sure. That's cool.
Um, who? So I'm actually gonna curious on. So you said it was your stepdad. Now, who do you think is he the one that influenced you most, though, or do you feel like it came from somewhere else also?
Mm, I think it was him for sure, and but then like my mom started getting into it and started like was really passionate about it as well. So they were both collectively like making me play and then trying to like just influencing me to play and to get into something and be serious about it.
So that's cool. That's cool in the nature of like, our parents obviously is a big influence initially in the beginning, but obviously there's something in your head that tells you to continue to push, continue to grind, continue to, play basketball. What is that inside of you that is like continue to like that? What is that drive coming from? Where is that? That's what I think that's what we're trying to get at is like what keeps you going, right? Because mom and dad is
Yeah.
so much, right? So mom
Mhm.
and dad, like for me, growing up, I had just grandma pushing me, and then I had like coaches and stuff pushing me. But then after a while, it was like I don't want to hear that, right? So now
Yeah.
I had like other individuals that I look up to or seen that influenced me to continue to drive and pull the best out of me. What is that? What is that continue in your head that's like, I got to continue to drive. I got to continue to go through everything to fight through adversity and everything.
I wouldn't say it's a person. I'd definitely say it's me wanting to be successful. Like when I was younger, I would watch college basketball a lot, and then I wanted to be that like those girls playing in college. I want to be able to go to college for free to be able to do what I love and play basketball. And not only that, but major in something and get my degree so I can have like a well planned out successful life.
Yeah. Now you're speaking Mark's language. He loves college stuff. So he loves everything that has to do with college basketball, football, baseball, everything.
Now, as a kid growing up, I got to ask this question: what college?
As a kid, it was Baylor at first.
Baylor. Okay, interesting. You don't hear that
Yeah.
often, especially someone because Baylor being in Texas, you don't hear a lot of from New Jersey or even honestly from the Central Valley. A lot of I'm used to a lot of people saying it when you talk to somebody, a student athlete from here in the Valley. Oh, I want to go to Fresno State. I want to go. And it's like, man, get out of the box. Get out of the valley.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Who says that?
That they want to, man. You have no.
I
You
know
remember?
coaches. I know coaches say that, but who are these people that say go to? I'm always like thinking outside. Like I ain't. No, I'm
Well,
trying to
hey,
stay Fresno to
that
Bakersfield. You guys are out. Like I'm trying to go outside of it.
Right.
no, mine is from literally from the California border up to the Oregon border. You out. I don't care. I'm out of the state.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Hundred
so
percent.
Baylor, actually, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I'm a diehard Tennessee Volunteer fan, um,
Mm.
and so for me, it's to be honest, when I started watching girls basketball, it wasn't because of any particular player. It was actually Coach Pat Summitt.
Oh.
She was one of the greatest. Actually, between her and Coach Gino, I can't ever say his name. The UConn coach. You
Yeah.
know, those
Yeah.
two were those two right there. It was like that was like Tyson and Holyfield. Ali and Sonny Liston. Those were like heavyweight bouts. And so for me, I was always a big time Tennessee Volunteer fan.
Mm.
Um, so that was my big thing. So on question number two, I'm going to ask is who do you actually your game style? Who's it? Who would you say it's close to?
I would say it's close to like like a Steve Nash, John Stockton, Chris Paul type of player, like a pass point a pass first point guard.
I just told you. I told you yesterday. I told you
Interesting.
yesterday.
Interesting. Actually, he, like you said, he goes, she reminds me a lot of like a Chris Paul. I'm just like, I went back, I watched some highlights. I definitely say I've been impressed. I've been impressed with the fact is you are obviously you're not, you don't have the height like most people want, being on the shorter stature, but what was it last year? You had one game, something like 9 steals or something like that, or
Sounds right.
and I'm like, who the
She's
heck
like,
gets?
yeah, that's how you
Yeah,
think.
exactly. It sounds right. Exactly.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, I had 9 steals one game. Most people can't even get 9 steals in a season. Like, oh yeah, I had it in one game. I actually did it twice. Sure. But that to me actually was one of the most impressive things was your defensive prowess. You are you're kind of like a vulture, or it's like you know when to attack. It's like you kind of wait, and then all of a sudden it's like bam, I'm right there. Bam, I'm right there. And so for me, seeing that type of style of play, that was actually what impressed me the most. And your passing abilities. I'm not a big Chris Paul fan, honestly, but I will say this: it does. I would persona the thing that I do agree with the Chris Paul comparison is because you do have the capability just to pull up and shoot. Not a lot of point guards can do that. John Stockton could not do that.
No.
I would say honestly, a Chris Paul, a Jason Kidd. I think honestly, a Jason Kidd is a really good comparison because he had that defensive prowess also, but he was able to pull up and shoot. But his first priority was his team. And watching the highlights, watching the film that I've seen of you, that's what I saw. It was about team first. It's like I don't need to score 26 points. Give me my assists. Let's get the point. The people that need to score, let's get them to score. I'm going to go ahead and help them out. But just that floor captain that I would say that you are. There's a reason why you have that captain title.
Yeah.
It's because you are truly a captain. It is about putting your team first, is what I've seen. It's like in knowing where to recognize, and I think that's what makes a great captain. What else do you think, Mikey?
No, like I would agree with that. I mean, like I said before, she's definitely a floor general. Somebody I wish I had on my team back in the past when I used to coach or whatever. But definitely that floor general that you need, that person that understands the play, can get people in position, get people open and spreading the floor. One of the things that we always talk about is you're talking a little bit about the scoring. I think this year she's really is probably going to take the approach to score more because I think the hesitation of a lot of the film that I broke down was that hesitation of like she could have scored, but I'm going to give the second option as my better option. When I'm not saying initially being a ball hog or anything like that, I'm just saying that could have been her first option. And I think the floor general, that IQ of basketball initially is the biggest part of the game. Her being smarter than most kids to understand like this is the play, this is what we're gonna do. Here's X, Y, and Z. I can do it all. But this year, I think the approach should be, but I can also shoot and score too, right? So all the passing that you've seen, all the assists, the stealing on defense, the captain mentality, putting her team in position to win, all great things. But I think this year, I think you're going to see a lot of Alexa shooting more and showing her ability to pull up. But the comparison definitely is like a Chris Paul because of that. Like I said, he can go elbow to elbow, and if he needs to shoot the three, he'll shoot the three whenever he's open, right? But he also gets the team involved. And notice this one thing too. That is Chris Paul. He warms up like in the beginning. He gets those elbow shots out, and then he gets his team involved. That opens up the floor. Then you see him knock down a three when it matters. Then you see him easy layups when it matters. It's that knowing when the time that everything's in timing, how to go fast and then slow it down. You know, all those things are important. And I believe that that's the same thing that you have trouble with the Mavs. We'll talk about that later. But the Mavericks have they have an Irving who is quick, fast, dribble, get to the rack. And then you got a Luka who's patient. I'm gonna slow it down. So now you got two people who are totally two different tempos, and the team has to adjust to that, which could be very, very difficult. You haven't seen them play at their best yet, but you'll see them in game 3, but we'll talk about that later. But back to her is, I think it's that Chris Paul look, but I think this year we're going to see a lot more scoring.
When I'm just curious, obviously you didn't get this question, but I'm just going to ask this. What is your go-to? Are you a person that's like, I'm going to stay as a passer first, even though I know obviously this year you're wanting to score more, but what type of player would you like to become?
I would say like just the ability to break anybody down at any point whenever I want to. Like it's something that I can improve on for sure. I can semi do that, but it's not always successful. But I'd like to get to the point where it's like, okay, my turn. Let me do like this right now. And I know I'm gonna get an easy bucket.
Okay, interesting. So we're gonna
is it that one-on-one game you're talking about to break somebody down? So
yes.
Or on a switch or whatever. Well, on a switch you're gonna break them down, but like obviously that one-on-one matchup is where you want to break them down. That that comes with film, that comes with just learning the player and those type of things, and then knowing your skill set and what you see in the beginning, right? And to be able to break them down. But yeah, that's a good attribute to try to accomplish, because if you could break every person down, I mean, how are they going to stop you?
Yeah,
they could just hope to contain you.
So curious, what schools are on your radar? Because I don't, like if obviously we know Baylor was a big one, as you mentioned earlier, as like that's who you wanted to go to. But like, what schools right now are on your radar?
There's a couple. Pratt Institute in New York. There's San Francisco State, Waldorf University in Wisconsin, University of Cumberland, that's in Kentucky, Gordon College, Massachusetts, UC Merced, and then Shriner, I think is how you say it, like Shriner University, which is in Texas. But yeah, those are like the schools that I've talked to so far.
Okay. Are you so obviously you mentioned, you and I talked a little bit, and you'd mentioned like school, that's a big priority. So obviously basketball, look, I plan on going to school so I can get an education. It's about bettering yourself. What do you plan on majoring
in? Business entrepreneurship. I like to do hair. I do hair now. Just as a little side hustle to make money here and there. I really enjoy doing hair, and I've been doing it since I was like elementary school, just trying new stuff. So eventually I want to have my own like little shop and little business, and probably bring in like the other cosmetology, like beauty stuff as well.
Okay, interesting. Right now, what's your favorite subject right now in school?
It was math, but then after this past year, I don't think it's math anymore. I would say English.
You lost me there. I am, trust me, I am by far the worst person when it comes to English. I'm actually a math person. Math person, math business person. That's how I've always been. So I can respect that. But hey, we're going to hop into this last question, and this is actually going to be just for fun. Obviously, like he was mentioning about the NBA Finals, talking about the Mavs and Boston and stuff like that. Who do you have? Dallas is down 2-0. Boston's on the way to 18th NBA championship. Who do you have? Can
Don't
Dallas
don't
come back?
don't break my heart, Alexa. Do not break my heart right now.
I'm gonna say the Mavs are gonna come back.
Damn straight. You damn straight. You heard it.
No. So you think they're going to come back? Are you thinking 7 games, or do you think they're just going to come back and win the next 4?
I think 7 games. I think 7 games. It'll be a long run, but I think it'll be good.
Man.
I would say 7 games for revenue, but I think they'll get it done in 6.
They ain't knocking 4 off in a row. There's no way.
No Porzingis.
Nope, he's day to day. Sorry, I'm an analyst by heart. I'm constantly, me and Mikey, I was telling him, I picked Boston actually in 5. So that's my personal opinion. Mike, with him, him being a Laker fan, he's always gonna hate on the Celtics.
That way.
Yeah, there it is. So that's why she's not saying Boston, ladies and gentlemen. It's because she's just like, no, I'm diehard Lakers, so I will never say Boston. Yeah, no, but no, I can respect that. I mean, I'm the same way when it comes to teams. I can sit there and be like, look, I can tell you who's going to win, but if they're going against a team that I can't stand, I don't care. You can sit there and be like, I could be watching any type of college sport. Like I said, if someone's playing in Alabama or a Georgia or a Florida, I'm not going to say my normal language on here just because you're present. But I will say this: I don't care. They can be playing the worst team. I will always choose the other team if they're playing against someone in the SEC. To me, I'm a big Southeastern Conference fan. Like I said, diehard Tennessee. If I wasn't in the process of packing things up to move, normally if you go back on our other shows, you see right behind me, there is nothing but a giant Tennessee wall. That's how big it's like, no, I am 100%. People don't bother me. It's like, Tennessee's playing. Don't talk to me. Don't call me. Don't text me. I got these guys the other day. They were talking about that stuff. And I'm like, the finals are on. I don't care. Tennessee's playing. I was like, I'll catch up to it. I'll watch the replay. I'll do whatever. Tennessee's playing. I'm watching. So, but no, I just want to tell you,
No, and I got let's take it a little step further. So you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite player, male and female?
Male, I would probably say Kyrie right now. Female, I like the way Kate Martin plays. I like Caitlin Clark a lot, but there's sometimes where I don't really agree with what she does or how she plays sometimes.
Yeah.
So I won't say
I'm
her,
with you
but
on
she's
that.
definitely
No Angel Reese.
She's all right. I mean, she's
okay.
good. She's in the WNBA, but there's better. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
I mean,
favorite.
There's Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, she way better.
I mean, Kelsey Plum. I'm sorry, the greatest WNBA player all time, Candace Parker.
Favorite team? Favorite team on the women's side? Sparks.
Oh, so you just all LA?
So all LA. Okay.
You probably
I'm still rooting for Aces though because
yeah, hell yeah, that's my team. Yeah, they're a squad for sure on themselves.
But no, Alexa, I just want to tell you thank you for hopping on here. Hopefully everyone gets the opportunity to watch this, and also just to get a little note. Go ahead, Mikey.
No, my last question to you would be this, because I know we have a little bit more time. If there's a college coach that will look at you and they should put all of their chips in on you, why should that be? Why should they choose you above anybody else?
I'm the player that I do not give up. I will try my hardest to do whatever I can to win and to do what needs to be done. I'm definitely an energy player, and I played solid defense at all times. I'm never jogging up the court. I'm never not paying attention. Like, I'm just like on go every single time, and there's not many players that are like that. So
Well, I mean, we definitely know you can play defense. You had 9 steals in one game. You averaged 3 steals as a junior in high school.
Yeah, and to add, you're a 3.8 student, right?
yes, I am.
Yeah. So
Very impressive. Very impressive. I just got to ask this question. Obviously, steals are a big thing. How many blocks do you think you've had overall in high school? I just got to ask the question.
I think it's less than 5.
It's less than 5. I'm just like, nah. Sometimes just like, nope, I'm just going to get the ball right there from behind. That's all I got to worry about it.
Yep.
I biggest thing is I've always learned it's like you see a lot of Boston bench players, and yeah, I'm going to mention Boston, but they know they aren't going to block a shot, but you just see guys jumping up straight up with their arms up. It's just like it distracts people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I got a guy that's 6 foot tall that's guarding someone that's 6'10". Just jump straight up, put your arms up. You just pay attention to it. But no, I definitely have been impressed with your defense. Obviously, the role playing that you do as being that floor general. But again, I just want to say thank you again for taking the time to be on our show.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking forward to seeing what you can do your senior year. And definitely, everyone keep up with what she's doing because she's got big things coming. Obviously, if you can seriously, I'm stuck on that 9 steals. I'm just stuck on stupid on that. That's just so impressive. But follow her on her Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
Alexa Raquel, capital A, Alexa, capital R, Raquel.
All right. Catch her film coaches, keep up with her. Obviously, you got a great student at a 3.8 GPA and a great captain. How long have you been captain?
This is going to be my second year.
Second year, so junior and then going into your senior year?
Yes.
So that's impressive itself. That just tells you something right there because not very often you see a captain named as a junior. Normally your captain is always a senior player. So that just tells you the type of leadership that you truly are. So,
Can we get into a little bit, Alexa, you telling us like what are your plans for this summertime? Like where are some of the places you're going? What are some of the things that you're doing to help the process of the scouting, things like that? Like, can we get into that?
Like tournament wise?
Yeah, tournament wise, who are you playing with? We've seen like the little Paul George stuff. We've seen you in other elite camps. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're going, where you'll be?
This summer I'm playing with Team NorCal, 17U. We will be playing. Well, for school, we're going to be playing this Thursday through Saturday at Cali Live in Ladera. And then that will be our last tournament for school. Then coming 2 weekends after that, I'll be in Oakland. In July, I will be in Kentucky for Run for Roses. And then right after Kentucky, going straight to Chicago for Nike TOC. And yes, I believe that is my last tournament. I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
And then there's a couple college camps I'll be attending. Not sure which ones yet, but I'm for sure gonna go to at least 2.
That's dope.
All right. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a follow on Twitter. Check out all of her highlights, everything she's got going on. Coaches, get in contact with the ways you got to get in contact with her. Appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing what you come up with your senior year.
Thank you.
So we hope everyone gives everyone a follow, and again, thank you guys. And we hope everyone has a wonderful evening and catch us on a weekly basis.